and the word that's coming to my mind is peripatetic. I'm a peripatetic instructor. I kind of like, I don't know, it's just sort of more alive, more in the moment for me if I'm moving around. And so Max, our technician, has been really good over the years at, following me around and keeping me on camera. So it's wonderful to be back here. I've had so many wonderful times in this location. The hall filled up, and it's and I guess I want to say I do have a teaching style that's unusual, but in part because I started so late. I began teaching in my mid-50s. I had a whole other career before that. I was a tile contractor. But by the time I started teaching, I knew I just wanted to do it the way I wanted to, not the way it was supposed to be done or usually done, but the way in which I learned. And I want to say thank you right now to a fellow who's passed away, Robert Brentano, taught medieval history. And I studied with him as an undergraduate and graduate student school. And the thing about him is he made the classes fun. And he was personal. He would address students by their names, and he would tell stories. And there was always a lot of laughter in his classes. And I learned more in those classes than anywhere else. So I just sort of felt like I wanted to, when I got in front of a class, I wanted to bring some of that flavor. So I think that's one thank you I want to give. I want to give another thank you to a man who's not in the University of Academics. It's Lee Glickstein is his name, and he has an approach to speaking called Speaking Circles. And it has to do with relational presence, where when you're teaching or when you're speaking, that you speak to one person at a time. It doesn't matter, there'll be 300 people in this room sometimes, but I'd be talking to one person at a time. And that way it was a conversation. I never did a lecture. I was just talking to a person. I knew the things I wanted to talk about, the things I wanted to say, but I wanted it to be personal. I wanted there to be a connection, and not just sort of scan the room, but really, for me, it just kind of helped keep me kind of alive and present, like right here now. And I guess I also want to thank for that, because I wouldn't have known how to do that without learning how to do that type of speaking. And I want to thank Susan, and I want to sort of include Susan in as a director, along with directors of other programs. I've taught her, I don't know, at least 10 other lifelong learning programs, and they gave me a stage, a platform. One of the wonderful things about lifelong learning, as you all know, is that the instructors design the courses. It's not the course that's on the sort of curriculum, who's teaching History 5B this term. It's who's teaching Legends of European History, Legends of World History, which is one of my courses, with a follow-up course of Shady Characters of Western History. And that you could have, and so Susan has, sort of looked along with her staff and committees, and they go, okay, let them go. And so